Welcome to Thailand, the land of smiles, where breathtaking natural wonders await around every corner. Thailand is located in Southeast Asia with a population of approximately 71.6 million people. Today, we're exploring some of the most jaw-dropping places this incredible country has to offer. Get ready for beaches, waterfalls, and landscapes so magical, they almost don't feel real. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel to get more travel tips. Let's dive in. First up, the Phi Phi Islands. If you're looking for paradise, you've just found it. Think golden beaches, towering limestone cliffs, and water so clear you can see fish swimming beneath you. Fun fact, did you know the famous Maya Bay here was featured in the movie The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio? No wonder it feels like a movie set. It is one. This spot isn't just for sunbathing. It's also one of the best places in the world for snorkeling and diving. You can swim alongside vibrant coral reefs and maybe even spot a sea turtle or two. Next, let's head to Erawan National Park, home to the stunning Erawan Waterfall. This 7-tiered waterfall is named after a 3-headed elephant from Thai mythology because the top tier supposedly looks like an elephant's head. Fun fact, if you're feeling adventurous, you can swim in the emerald pools, but watch out for the cheeky fish. They might just nibble on your toes. Now, Phang Nga Bay. This place looks like it's straight out of a fantasy novel. Picture dramatic limestone karsts rising out of the water like something from another world. Fun fact, one of the islands here is actually nicknamed James Bond Island because it was featured in The Man with the Golden Gun. How cool is that? You can hop on a boat tour, or if you're feeling brave, grab a kayak and explore the caves and hidden lagoons yourself. Heading up north, we've got Doi Inthanon National Park, also known as the Roof of Thailand. It's home to the country's highest peak and some of the most jaw-dropping views you'll ever see. Fun fact, because it's so high up, the temperature here can drop to freezing in winter. Yep, freezing. In Thailand, so pack a jacket if you're visiting. The park is also dotted with stunning waterfalls and pagodas that look even more magical when the mist rolls in. It's like stepping into a dream. For our next stop, let's dive into the Similan Islands. This place is a diver's paradise, with some of the clearest waters and most colorful coral reefs you'll ever see. Fun fact, the islands are only open to visitors from October to May each year to protect the delicate ecosystem, so plan your trip wisely. If you're lucky, you might even spot manta rays or gentle whale sharks during your dive. It's truly an underwater wonderland. Let's move forward with the Grand Palace in Bangkok. This is Thailand's most famous landmark and was once the home of Thai kings. Fun fact, inside the palace is Wat Phra Kaew, also known as the Temple of the Emerald Buddha. The statue is carved from a single piece of jade and is considered the most sacred in Thailand. Oh, and here's a tip. Make sure to dress modestly when visiting. They take temple etiquette seriously here. Next up, Ayutthaya Historical Park. This place is a window into Thailand's past. Ayutthaya was the capital of Siam for over 400 years before it was destroyed in the 18th century. Fun fact, one of the most famous sights here is the Buddha's head entwined in the roots of a tree. No one knows exactly how it got there, but it's a must-see when you visit. And here's a pro tip, rent a bike to explore the park. It's the best way to see everything while enjoying the scenery. Let's travel even further back in time to Sukhothai Historical Park. This UNESCO World Heritage Site was the first capital of Thailand, and it's where Thai art and culture truly began to shine. Fun fact, the name Sukhothai means dawn of happiness. How fitting is that? Walking through the park feels like stepping into another era. The park is stunning at sunset, so make sure to stay and soak in the golden hour magic. Back in Bangkok, we have Wat Arun, also known as the Temple of Dawn. This temple is famous for its towering spires decorated with colorful porcelain tiles. Fun fact, Wat Arun looks especially magical at sunrise or sunset when the light reflects off the temple, making it glow. And if you're up for a challenge, climb the steep steps for some incredible views of the river and the city. Now, let's head to Chiang Mai, a city filled with stunning temples. Wat Phra Singh is one of the most important ones, known for its golden structures and intricate designs. Fun fact, Chiang Mai has over 300 temples. That's why it's often called the City of Temples. If you're lucky, you might even see monks performing their daily rituals. It's a peaceful and humbling experience. Next, let's talk about Thailand's floating markets. These markets are a feast for the senses, with boats filled with fresh fruits, street food, and handmade goods. Fun fact, the Damnoen Saduak floating market is the most famous, but did you know it's been around for over 100 years? Back then, canals were the highways of Thailand, and these markets were how people got their fresh produce. You have to try the food here. It's cooked right on the boats. Fresh coconut pancakes, mango sticky rice, and boat noodles are just a few of the must-try treats. Next, we're off to the Golden Triangle, where Thailand, Laos, and Myanmar meet. This spot has a fascinating history. It was once a major hub for the opium trade. Fun fact, today the Golden Triangle is all about tourism and history. You can even take a boat ride along the Mekong River and say you've been to 3 countries in one trip. And if you're a history buff, don't miss the Hall of Opium Museum. It dives deep into the history of the opium trade and how this area transformed into the peaceful place it is today. Now let's visit Pi Canyon, a natural wonder and a favorite for adventure seekers. The narrow trails and steep drops make it a thrilling place to explore. Fun fact, locals call Pi Canyon the Grand Canyon of Thailand. It's not as big as the one in the US, but the views here are equally stunning, especially at sunset. If you're into hiking, this is the place to be. Just be careful. The paths can get pretty narrow, so wear good shoes and take it slow. Next on the list is Railay Beach, a slice of paradise that's only accessible by boat. It's famous for its towering limestone cliffs, making it a top spot for rock climbers. Fun fact, Railay is a favorite for climbers from all over the world, with over 700 climbing routes to choose from. But don't worry, if climbing isn't your thing, the beaches here are perfect for relaxing. You can also rent a kayak and discover secret caves and lagoons. It's like stepping into another world. Now let's visit the bridge on the River Kwai, a site filled with history. This bridge was part of the Death Railway built during World War II. Fun fact, over 100,000 people, including prisoners of war, worked on this railway under brutal conditions. The bridge now stands as a reminder of their sacrifice. Today, you can walk across the bridge or take a train ride along the tracks. It's both a beautiful and emotional experience. Bonus stop, Thailand's unique night markets. These aren't just for shopping, they're a full-on experience with food, music, and handcrafted goods. Fun fact, Chiang Mai's Sunday Walking Street is one of the best. It stretches for over 1 kilometer and has everything from traditional art to delicious street food. Here's a tip, come hungry. You'll want to try everything from grilled squid to fresh fruit smoothies. Next up, Songkran, also known as Thailand's New Year celebration. This is one of the most fun and wild festivals in the world. It's basically a giant water fight. Fun fact, Songkran happens in mid-April, which is the hottest time of the year in Thailand. Perfect timing for a cool splash, right? Here's how it works. Grab a water gun, a bucket, or even a hose, and get ready to soak everyone around you. Friends, family, and even strangers. It's all about washing away the old and welcoming the new year with joy and laughter. Next, let's talk about Yipung, the Lantern Festival in northern Thailand. It's one of the most magical sights you'll ever see. People release lanterns into the sky, creating a sea of light that's truly unforgettable. Fun fact, the lanterns are made from rice paper, and releasing one is believed to bring good luck and let go of bad energy. Imagine writing down your wish or worry, letting it float away into the sky and watching it disappear among the stars. It's an experience that stays with you forever. Now, let's move to Loy Krathong, the Festival of Lights. This festival happens at the same time as Yipung, but instead of lanterns, people float small, decorated baskets called krathongs on rivers and lakes. Fun fact, the krathongs are traditionally made from banana leaves and decorated with flowers, candles, and incense. Some even add coins as an offering to the water spirits. Releasing a krathong is a way of thanking the water goddess and letting go of negativity. It's beautiful and meaningful at the same time. Both Yipeng and Loy Krathong are celebrated with cultural performances, parades, and lots of amazing food. It's a festival you'll want to plan your trip around. Let's get spooky with Phai Ta Khon, also known as the Ghost Festival. This is Thailand's most colorful and playful festival, held in the Isan region. People dress up in funny, handmade ghost costumes and parade through the streets. Fun fact, the costumes are made from old rice sacks, and the masks are painted with bright colors and quirky designs. They're meant to be more funny than scary. Phai Ta Khon is all about celebrating life and inviting spirits to join the fun. There's music, dancing, and even competitions for the best costumes. Now for a more peaceful tradition, Maka Bucha Day. This is a Buddhist holiday celebrated in February to honor an important gathering of Buddha's disciples. Fun fact: on this day, people visit temples to give alms, meditate, and join candlelight processions around the temple grounds. It's a beautiful and calming tradition that shows the spiritual side of Thailand's culture. Another must-see tradition is Thai classical dance. These performances are not only stunning to watch, but also deeply connected to the country's history and mythology. Fun fact: the intricate hand movements in Thai dance each have specific meanings, often telling stories from ancient legends. Whether it's a grand performance in Bangkok or a smaller show in the countryside, Thai dance is something you'll never forget. I think Thailand is beautiful. If you think so too or not, like and subscribe to my channel for more travel tips. Would you visit Thailand? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts.